Happy Friday and social media from our office here in Bethany Travel in Millsboro, and happy Independence Day weekend in Jamaica.
Yes, what a Friday it is. Beautiful weekend ahead of us. Down here, it's been pretty busy. We have the White Marlin Open going on, the last couple weeks of travel for folks. So it may not look busy outside right now behind us, but these roads have been packed.
Yeah, we have the girls' Little League World Softball.
Oh yeah, down in
Roxanne, 10 minutes from my house. Yeah, World Series is going on, so go Delaware.
That's right. Yeah, they're steamrolling some teams, so good luck to them. But we just want to start off in our usual on Friday and wish Jamaica a happy Independence Day. If you saw our post, we had fun making that little post there. But Jamaica has been over the last year hit with the hurricane and the resilience they have shown. And we were fortunate enough to be down there a couple times since the
Yes.
hurricane has happened, and we were just there a few weeks ago. For those of you that are concerned, and we do get those questions, I wouldn't be.
No.
Jamaica is ready to roll.
Yes.
They want you there, and I am excited for the people of Jamaica to finally have some, relief
Yeah.
and some stress taken off of them as the days continue to go on since the hurricane.
Yeah, and tourism is one of their top producers. So that's the way, if you want to help the island of Jamaica, the best thing to do is book a trip and go there. We'll tell you all about Pack for a Purpose so you can take up school supplies and things like that. But, book the trip because they depend on tourism. So many of their people work in the resorts or the farms that are doing the farm to table food and that sort of thing. So the island of Jamaica needs tourism, and we are doing our best to send as many people there as possible.
Yeah, I think as you can see, if any of you are on the websites or remember the internets or looking Bethany Travel, you're booking, so don't book that trip on the internet while you look.
But just take a look.
That's right. But there's a lot of resorts and we partner with a lot of them that are doing some incredible deals right
Yes.
now that get you to Jamaica, whether it's air credit, whether it's excursions, because they want you to get off of the resort
Yes.
and go see the island.
Yes.
And I think that's been so great. If you haven't seen, we'll kind of tell you that Jamaica just finally announced they're opening their first casino in Jamaica in the coming years. That it's being built now. That's something new that's never been on the island
Yeah.
of Jamaica, and we actually get that asked a fair
We
amount.
do, because a lot of people, from our area, Delaware has casinos and, we're close to Atlantic City and people fly off to Vegas all the time. But, Aruba has always been a hot destination, one, because it's beautiful, but the other is because it has a lot of casinos. And it's whatever you want to do on vacation, but that's a big draw. So Jamaica now has got that also. So it's just one more reason to go back to Jamaica.
Yeah, not that I'll be in there.
I'll be out on the
But-
beach. I'm not going in a dark casino. So I'm
No.
on the beach.
But no, if that is what you like to do, there will be one in Jamaica
Yeah.
in the coming years, and I'm actually I will probably go just so I can see it.
Yeah,
Maybe throw
yeah,
a couple
try
dice
things
on the
out,
craps
yeah.
table, maybe, but who knows?
Yeah.
But no, Jamaica's up and running, and we want you guys to get there. We're going back I'll be there in January and in February, but we're taking a group in February for the Super Bowl and for Valentine's Day. So there is very limited availability. I booked 2 people this week for us to join our group, and
Yeah.
it was kind of like, I think there was only 8 or 9 rooms left to
Exactly.
pick from.
Yeah.
So it's very slim picking.
And
So
what better than to watch the Super Bowl on the beach in Jamaica?
Yeah.
Or watch the Super Bowl on the beach anywhere
Yeah.
besides here, in February. So, like I said, make your plans because now, it's not too early. I'm looking for next summer for a family vacation, and rooms are already tight. So, it is. You need to plan ahead, and that's the best way to get the best deal and the best thing of what you want.
that's right. So we're gonna the next announcement we have is August 27th. We are doing a group night here. We get a lot of questions. Oh, what groups are next out of Bethany Travel or what you're doing? We do have a groups page on our website, bethanytravel.net. You can see them. They go by month and order. But we're actually going to partner. We are partnering with Colette on a lot of our group trips. So what we're going to do is instead of continuing to send emails about each and every group, we thought, why not bring Brian, who's our BDM, in from Colette, and do a groups night
Yes.
here.
Mhm.
This is your chance to learn about every group that we have that is going to be leaving right from our parking lot
Mhm.
to go to these different
No need
destinations.
to drive yourself to Philadelphia Airport. The bus will take you.
Exactly. We are going to have a 4 p.m. show, a 6 p.m. show. Brian's going to have a PowerPoint going over the highlights of each of those tours, and they include Sicily and Malta, Norway, Ireland, Australia, the American National Parks, and so much more. And I am super excited for that night because I think it gives you an opportunity, one, to meet fellow travelers from the area that are interested in going on group trips, but then two, to really dive deep inside of what you're going to be able to see and uncover during these trips.
Yeah, we always like to test out what we sell. So of course I went on the group to Italy in March, had a fabulous time. Tammy in our office went on the group to the national parks, said, everybody needs to get there. So now so we have both been on the collect group. So let me tell you, they are top notch.
Yeah, top notch. And we have a group. I have all their envelopes and everything over here on the floor, waiting for them to be picked up. But we have a group going American National Parks and Greece in September,
Yes.
and those clients are fired up to get on their trip
Yeah.
because they've seen our videos and pictures of the group trip. But August 27th, mark your calendar. You'll see something posted on social media and doing an email blast, or you can call the office to sign up. Those spots are very limited. We're going to hold that to about 25 people in the office so it doesn't get overcrowded. But no, feel free to call in the office. We'll take your name down, we'll sign you up, and then you'll get an email about 24 to 48 hours prior to the event just to remind you about it. So what else do we have here? Let's see. Yes, so really it was just sorry, I lost my momentum there, but really I think the highlights of doing one of our groups is, and I kind of brushed over where I probably shouldn't have, is you get to leave directly from our
Yes.
parking lot. Maybe just touch on how convenient.
Correct. So even on the road trip that I did, the Italian Vistas, we had some people that left 2 days early and spent 2 extra nights in Rome, like I did. They still had Colette sends a nice suburban SUV right here to pick them up, take them to the airport. We had people leaving one night before, same thing.
Yeah.
And then the group that left all on the same day, there was a motor coach that came and picked them up right here. And then that's the same one we all rode back home on. So it was just so nice. You don't have to worry about doing the driving. It's very, very easy to find the motor coach. When we came out of Philadelphia Airport, he was right there waiting for us. And then, like I said, you just come back to the office. You can leave your car here. We have a pretty big parking lot, or somebody can drop you off if you want to leave it at home. But you don't have to drive to the airport. And that's the big stress. People move down here and it's like, where do we fly from? And it's like same place you always did, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Newark. So, we don't have a close airport to us that does nonstop flights. So Philly is usually our best bet for those over the water flights over to Europe. So and it's nice because they leave. Usually those leave in the evening, so you're gonna have an afternoon. I think national parks, they have a very early departure from here, but you're not driving. You're actually going on a motor coach, so you don't have to worry. And you can always go early if you want to add a couple nights on, like I did in Rome. And it's just nice because it's just a little bit of time there before the tour starts. But let me tell you, it was amazing, and the tour guides are like nothing I've ever seen before.
Yeah, no, that's great. The other thing you'll see, we're going to be posting, and I was telling the girls in the office this week that it's going to be coming up fast, is our travel shows. And our travel shows, we're bringing them back. If you were a part of them last year, they were absolutely amazing. And we're actually going to be hosting the second night at a new venue. So we're going to do Baywood Greens on the first night. And then the second night, we're actually going to be moving down to Ocean Pines Yacht Club to give us a little bit more space. And we have some new vendors that are coming in. We'll have anywhere from Sandals and Beaches. We'll have Alma Waterways, Viking. We'll have African Safaris, Colette,
New things.
Globus. Yeah, we have a lot of new vendors, and we are excited for our clients to come experience. Because if you're not sure where to go, that is your chance to learn a little bit about the companies that we truly partner with and trust that we would go
Yeah,
on.
and believe me, you're gonna add more things to your bucket list
Yeah.
that night, because you're gonna hear about places you never even thought to go. And then you're gonna get to talk to the representatives of those companies who do that product day in and day out, who know it, and we partner with them. So you're gonna be able to book it through us, but you're gonna get firsthand knowledge from them at our travel shows.
Yep. And so last thing on a Friday is remember, if you do see a deal or anything over the weekend, because there are some great, amazing deals, don't pay it off. Contact us on Monday. We will help you get that transferred over to Bethany
Put it on
Travel.
hold, put a deposit, but don't pay it in full. And then, like I said, we can take it over on Monday. Pretty much, I do check my emails in the morning. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I always have that on my out office and try to check that. So, if there's something that you want to book and there's one room left and you have to pay for it right away, please send me an email.
Yeah, that's right. I agree. I'm the same way. So we're going to end this Friday like we always do.
The internet's for looking.
Bethany Travels for booking. Thanks, everyone.
Have a great weekend.